We're going to continue. Now we're going to be finding the slope or rate, but when given graphs. So when you're given a graph and you're finding slope or rate, just remember your phrase rise over run. So your rise is your change in y, your run is your change in x. When you're thinking rise, you're thinking up and down. When you're thinking run, you're thinking left to right. I like to go from left to right, so I'm just going to put that arrow towards the right, because if you're going towards the left, you might get the wrong sign. When you're doing this, you're going to pick 2 points. And again, start at your left point to make sure you get that sign right, to figure out if they're going up or down, if it's positive or negative. You have 4 types of slopes. You have a positive, where it rises from left to right. Negative, where it falls. 0, when you have a horizontal line. And undefined, when you have a vertical line. I like to remember the terms hoy, vux. So if you remember hoy, horizontal gives you a 0 slope. If you remember vux, vertical gives you an undefined slope. So vertical, undefined, hoy, horizontal, 0. So here we're going to be finding the rate of change, or the slope. So remember, if we're using the terms rate of change, that just means slope. And we're going to have to start by picking 2 points that we see our line crossing through, and then doing rise over run. So if you look at graph 1 here, I can use the point at 1, 2, because it crosses nicely. I can also use a point here at -2, -2, because it crosses nicely. So you want to pick points that you know exactly where they're crossing through. From here, I'm going to do my rise over run. Remember, you start at your left point. So I'm going to start at the left point. And first you do your rise. So you ask yourself, to get to my next point, do I have to go up or down? Well, this one needs to go up. So we're going to count how much it goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes up 4. And then it goes 1, 2, 3 to the right. So this is my rise, the up 4. My run is how much it goes to the right. Your up or down, that's your numerator of your slope. So when we write our slope, it went up 4, so positive 4, and our run goes on the bottom, 3. So the slope is 4 over 3. On question 2, I'm going to pick 2 points. So here it crosses nicely on the y-intercept. I could also use my, I could actually also use the x-intercept. So from here, remember, you want to start at your left point. From here, to get to the next point, we can see it's going to have to go down. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one goes down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to the right. Always make sure you're going to the right, because if you're not, then you're doing your sign wrong. So since this one went down 4, our slope is going to be -4 and then over 5. So your rise goes on top, your run goes on the bottom. Usually wherever you go to the right, that's your denominator. If we look at the next graph here, I'm going to pick 2 points. So I'm going to use my y-intercept. I can also use the point at 1, -3. Remember, you want to start at your left point. So from here, I can count. It's going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So down 4, right 1. So down 4, right 1, -4 over 1. Remember, you want to simplify. So -4 over 1, if you divide, actually becomes -4. So my slope for this one is a -4. Let's look at our last problem here. So again, we're going to start at one of our points. I'm going to use -2, -1. And then we can also use the point. Let's go over here to 4, 1. There's more than one point you can use, but you should get the same slope either way when you simplify. So I want to start at my left. So from here I check, does it go up or down? It's going to have to go up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right 6. So since it went up 2, it's positive 2 over 6. You can actually simplify this. If you divide by 2, our slope becomes 1/3. So always simplify when possible. What I mentioned about you can picking more than one point, is we could have actually used this point and this point right here. And then it would have gone up 1, right 3. And we still would have gotten a slope of 1 over 3. So it doesn't matter which 2 points you choose, as long as you're simplifying, you'll get the same slope.